The meeting room will come to order. We are now holding a meeting of the Nipomo FFA chapter. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President. The historian.
Stationed by the quill.
Your duties there?
Tradition and history are a source of pride for our organization. It is my duty to maintain a record of chapter achievements and promote excellence through highlighting activities, events, and accomplishments so that our chapter membership is motivated by our past successes and looks to future achievements.
The sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there?
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standing through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there?
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The owl.
Here by the owl.
Why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom.
Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises.
I hope that my advice will be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom.
Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
There are numerous members and numerous guests present. Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood.
Honor agricultural opportunities
and responsibilities.
And develop those
qualities of leadership
which an FFA member
should possess.
May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this meeting of the Nipomo FFA chapter duly opened for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. Hello everyone, and welcome to our January virtual meeting. Now it's time to pop in and tackle a new year and a new semester. I tend to be one to sit on the sidelines, but that doesn't mean I don't love a good competition. So stay tuned to the end of this meeting to get a sports trivia Kahoot link. Now let's have Megan Galswick kick off this meeting with the Secretary's report.
The meeting was called to order on December 14th at 6 p.m. by President Faith Swope. The meeting began with the President's welcome and was followed by the Treasurer's report by James Filson. The first item on old business was Clarissa's reporting on our Toys for Tots community service and the leadership team getting pied in the face. Then was Dora, who talked about Green Hand chapter and state degrees. The meeting adjourned at 6:14 p.m. on the Ed Puzzle. There were 158 registered FFA members present, and we had about 135 Toys for Tots donated for the community service of the month.
Is there a motion to accept the Secretary's report as read? I move to approve the Secretary's report as read. Is there a second? I second. Any discussion? Seeing none, we shall proceed to vote. All those in favor of accepting the Secretary's report as read, please signify by saying aye. 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 All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Now, James Filson will present the Treasurer's report.
The Treasurer's report is one item. Purchase order was $500 for the meeting supplies.
Is there a motion to accept the Treasurer's report as read?
I motion to accept the Treasurer's report as read.
Is there a second? I second. Any discussion? Seeing none, we shall proceed to vote. All those in favor of accepting the Treasurer's report as read, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Clarissa Simonson will now start off our old business by discussing our December community service.
Last month's community service, we donated 22 trees to Lucy Amar families in need. We would like to thank all of the amazing staff members that came out and helped us pass out those trees to those families. It was very much appreciated. Next, we have Kendall Diaz, who will be talking about Ag Friends.
The Ag Friends membership drive is a great way for you and your families to give back to our FFA chapter. There's a Google form available for all of you in the FFA Google Classroom, and on the form there is a spot for you to insert your credit card information and to select the amount of donation you would like to give. Up next, we have Dora Echavarria to talk about Green Hand chapter and state degrees.
Congratulations to everyone receiving a Green Hand chapter or state degree this year. We all worked very hard even under the tough circumstances. There will be an Instagram post with everyone's names who is receiving a degree this year. You can see that on the Napomo FFA Instagram account that should be up. To those of you receiving a state degree, please stay connected. Your applicants are under review and your advisors will let you know. If you have any questions regarding receiving your degree, please ask any of the advisors.
To kick off new business, we have Gavin Johnson discussing this month's community service.
This month's community service, we will be donating men's and women's jackets, new or slightly used, and also canned goods.
Up next is Sadie Vino talking about our fair meeting.
We will be having a fair meeting in the next few weeks. The date will be determined. Check with your advisors. However, please note that the Santa Barbara County Fair will only be online in an online sale.
Next up is Caleb Gertline telling us about proficiencies.
Hey, Napomo FFA members. If you have an SAE that you think is worthy of competing at section, region, and state, please talk to an advisor about making your SAE a proficiency application. There's a lot of opportunities to win and compete and represent our great chapter.
Up next is Daniel Echavarria speaking about MFE and ALA.
As you know, MFE and ALA is on the way, and due to the pandemic, we can't take the normal trip that we usually do. But it will be virtual and still lots of fun. I encourage all of you to go. If you have any questions, please contact your advisors.
Calling all leaders. Pretty soon, my South Coast regional team will be looking for new members. If you're interested and want to exert your leadership skills, keep refreshing the regional website for future dates and application details. James Filson will now update us on state degrees.
The state degree is the third highest degree in FFA. Within this organization, you must have earned or invested $1,000, worked 500 hours, or given back to your community 25 hours of community service.
Up next is Morgan Doss telling us about our virtual National FFA Week.
This year, National FFA Week is on February 20th to the 27th. It's a time to share what FFA is about and how FFA has impacted you. We usually do a Spirit Week, so be on the lookout for that. Up next is Rebecca Nichols to talk about the outstanding student in the classroom portion.
This student has shown much integrity and diligence throughout distance learning. Congratulations to Ty Jacobs for winning Outstanding in the Classroom.
For Outstanding Student in FFA, this student works tirelessly and works super hard in all her ag classes. Her teachers say she's a pleasure to have in her classroom. For the FFA Outstanding Student this month, congratulations to Emma Litvinchuk.
In the area of SAE, this person worked around his grandfather's ranch to help feed the horses and the cattle. He also helped fix anything that was broken. Congratulations to TJ Vintage.
Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I have none, Madam President.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should properly come before this meeting? We are about to adjourn this meeting of the Nipomo FFA chapter. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and, above all, honest and fair in the game of life. I now declare this meeting adjourned.